What's up guys and welcome back to the channel. I'm Andy the Middle-Aged Gamer and this is the Well Pro PPK20 gas blowback review. Now, as always, let's stick the usual disclosures on screen and let's jump right in. Okay guys, so what is the Well Pro PPK20? Well, if you've ever seen the PPK19, the VTS, and you play Call of Duty, then you'll know what the PPK20 is. It is basically the Call of Duty version of the VTS. A 9mm straight blowback AK. Now, Well Pro would release the PPK20 in December of 2024, but it wouldn't be till the end of January, beginning of February before UK store shelves would see them. Now, the PPK20 holds 45 BBs in their magazine, is boasted to use a version of the Maurice system, which is Well Pro's own, and comes with a tight bore in a barrel, a really good bucking, so they say, and is basically the ultimate AK CQB skirmish, let's call it SMG, of choice. And to be honest with you, we're going to put all that to the test in this review. So, why don't we do this? Let's zoom into the rear, start there and work our way forward. Okay, starting at the rear, we do have this lovely, thick, rubberized butt pad right here that gives you a nice solid grip, but does have a little bit of give, as you can see, and that does help absorb a lot of the recoil. Remember, the Maurice system does kick hard. It is adjustable as well for the length of pull. You can adjust it 6 positions all the way in. I have mine around that position for me, and of course it's all mounted right here. You can press this button down here, fold it to the rear. It does secure. Don't know if you can see it on a little pin there, which allows you to just quickly pull and release. Although the first few times you do it, it will take a little bit of force, but now it's just enough that you can easily pull it and done. It does also include a QD socket right there, which you don't get this with it. This is mine, but you can easily put that in. It's not a locked position one. You will find it rotates, but that's fine. It works. Now, as I knock everything there. Okay, moving forward, we get your receiver, which is a steel receiver, but is slightly shorter than the AK12 and based off of the Maurice system. Below, we do get the exact same pistol grip as the AK12. You do have one actual mounting screw here. It goes all the way through and into the system there. I will tell you that straight away you will need to tighten that thing down because it will be loose and this will give and it will creak and feel kind of bad. So definitely tighten that down straight away. It is one solid piece. This is just part of the design, not a mag release or a cross bolt safety or of any kind or out like that. So your trigger guard is molded in and it goes all the way up to here. So this is all one solid piece here. Now, if we remove the magazine, we'll get to that in a moment. But let's move to the trigger itself. So again, your trigger itself is nice. You have a very light trigger compared to others. It's around 2 to 2.5 pounds a pull. You have a nice bit of take up, and then it just breaks. You don't feel the wall. It just breaks halfway. 1, 2, 3. There's the 4th, 5, and 6. So yeah, so around the 3rd millimeter it will break. Once you can see, nice solid, but once you can actually get used to shooting this, you will find that that break wall, it's not needed because of the style of, I would say, firearm that this is supposed to replicate. This is being airsoft. It's designed to replicate the VTS SMG, and as a trigger for that, it's perfectly fine. If you've had one AK, you know what it's like. Now, moving on up, your selector lever is safe all the way at the back, semi in the middle, and fun mode all the way forward. Again, you will need to tighten this up because if you don't, it will be easy for you to keep pushing forward and override it from the other side, and that will jam up your system. You'll need to sort that out first. But if you can see, the markings are in there, which are quite nice. Okay, this is mirrored on both sides. We'll show you the other side when we get to it. your other markers, like say up here at the front. Let me know what they mean in the comments down below. I look forward to reading that. Now, you do have this very polymer magwell here that's been nicely riveted on. You do have your mag release here, and your magazines are easy to insert. They just in, and you have very little side-to-side movement, but no movement front to back. That can easily be shimmed, just a little bit of Gorilla Tape or something inside just to shim it, and that will stop any side-to-side wobble should you have that for you, or should that bother you. Now, moving on up, we do get a Picatinny rail all the way across the top. It is interrupted here in the middle, just FYI. But at the top, we do actually have our rear sight. Now, it's adjustable here at the for range. Here at the back, you have your numbers here. It's currently set to number 1 for 100 meters, which is a bit optimistic for airsoft, but it's there. It's a nice little aperture at the back. Standard, it will go up and down with that. It does have windage adjustable through here. It's an Allen key, and you'll move this unit side to side. And again, you will need to add a little bit of thread lock to this grub screw and retighten it back down, because this will come loose over time due to the excessive recoil. This thing does kick. Now, I'll talk about the lever at the front when we get to that side. Moving forward, we do have this polymer cool handguard. This handguard system is just amazing out the box. Zero bend, zero flex, zero wobble. But if I didn't tell you that this was an AK, if I just showed you this picture, many people would think that this is something like a UMP, but missing its charging handle here at the front. And I do like that. I do consider the PPK20 more of a AK UMP than I do an AK itself, which is a compliment. You do have M-lock here, and the 3 and 9 o'clock positions. These are just vent holes, are not proper M-lock. And you do have Picatinny on the 6 o'clock and at the 12 o'clock. Now, the front is a standard front sight. It is adjustable for the height. You just put your tool in through the top and adjust. But as you can see, you have this UMP style shrouded polymer molded into the actual handguard. It's really, really good. Now, there is a tiny screw here at the front. You need to take that out, and then you can basically take off the birdcage type flash hider at the front, and that will reveal 40mm CCW threads, and you can put any muzzle device of your choice. Now you can see there, the inner barrel does go all the way to the front. This does come with a 6.03mm inner barrel and a decent booking in there. It does give you very good groupings, as we'll show you in a moment. Now, let's flip this around. So on this side, you'll see everything is mirrored, which is good, except right here. Now, right here, we have our latch system. This is so you can take the top cover off and shoot the gun or service the gun. So that's kind of good. To do that, you just pull up. We'll show you that later. Right there, though, you will see your hop adjustment, which is awesome. And you can see your 9x19 is also there. And they've also mirrored the selector markings as well. So everything has been mirrored. Now, of course, when you do put this on safe, it closes the dust cover. There's your semi. Allows you to rack the nice bolt. And you've got your fun mode right there. But once you tighten it, it won't allow this to go further forward. So that's all kind of cool. Now that we've done the overview, let's take this out to the range and see what she can do. Okay, I'm using 0.25 gram BBs in green gas with the Well Pro PPK20. Okay, that's an average of 280.3 with a 288.6 high and a 272.1 low. Okay, so let's take the Well Pro PPK bar and let's see what she can do. bloody amazing. Okay, so let's take the PPK20 back to about 10 meters and let's test it on the Texas Star. Apart from me rushing the shots, it's awesome. Alright guys, so as you can see, the actual grouping size is phenomenal. Again, it is just a tad over 2 inches. No matter which way you look at it, it is there around the 2 inch to just over 2 inches, which is really good. It puts it on par with the AKX, and that's not bad. But this has actually had plenty of time now and over 3,000 rounds through it, so this is as good as it gets. So that's not bad, but then that is the Type bore at play. So that's really, really, really good. Now, let's move on. Let's talk about the internals. As you can see, as per YouTube's terms and conditions, I've gone ahead and disassembled this off camera. So let's take a look inside. Now, as I said, this is a steel receiver, steel hooks at the back, etc. Steel mount. The front part of it, retaining, is steel. Now, when it comes to the mag release, that's steel. The pins there are steel. All these pins are steel. But the hammer, not steel. The sears, not steel. The firing pin isn't steel, but as you can see there on the end, it does have a steel insert inside right there. It goes in. That gives it a bit more fun, as you say, and more durability right there. But you can see here, the spring is steel. Can't get the magnet in there, or else I'd show you. When it comes to the fire selector, that is the actual adjustment unit here is not, but the pins that hold it on are. So a lot of steel, including the stock detent there that holds it in the collapsed position. So there is quite a bit of steel in there, but not everything is steel like you would think. Even the trigger is a zinc trigger. Okay, so let's move this receiver out the way and let's take a look at the bolt carrier. So as you can see, this is a 9mm AK, so they've fitted it with this tip here. And you have a really good, well-built bolt carrier that is not steel. Okay, but it is a nice heavy one. You can feel it in your hands. You can see the wear and tear that you get over 3,000 rounds. Slight wear there as it goes into battery. There just wear as it slides on the steel receiver. But other than that, it's fine. Now, one thing you will notice in there is the little screw where the rocket valve is. That is because the UK ones do come with an impasse. Okay, so even the low bit is not steel, it's just zinc. And that's fine. Everything there is perfectly fine when it comes to what it needs to be and what's not. Your screw is steel that holds it there. There is one here at the rear as well. That's steel. But yeah, it's fine. It doesn't need to be steel where it needs, you know, like for the body and that. That's just overreaction, let's put it that way. But yes, it's good. It has an impasse. It's got consistent FPS, and the one that they did fit with this is the exact same one as, let's say, my VFC. They use the same sort of design geometry within there, just adding an extra plastic piece inside that you can remove should you wish. Now, let's talk weight. So, zeroing it up. Okay, so the weight of the bolt carrier is 258.17 grams. Now, that's not bad, but remember, this is just, like say, a big heavy chunk of metal going forward and back, so you get a nice good kick. Okay, now we'll come back to this in a moment. Let's talk about the recoil rod and buffer. Your main buffer plate is steel, quite a nice strong steel. Your spring is steel as well as the main rod parts here, but the body is zinc. Okay, it's a very simple system. very easy, and can be changed and upgraded should you wish. If you want to put 115% spring in there, you can. But yeah, absolutely decent, but very much like a standard AKX type affair. Now let's talk about top cover. Steel body, aluminium rail, aluminium sight that's got steel parts mixed within it, steel support, reinforcement here at the back that puts the pins in there. You can see where those pins latch on. They've been nicely welded in. They are all steel, as you can see. So your top cover is fine. And nice, heavy, big chunk of steel. So it's not going anywhere. It's just very well built. Now, let's talk magazines. And as I said, let's bring this back in. We'll zero that. And straight away, your magazine weight itself is 575.72 grams, which is quite a bit of a chunky weight. It's heavier than a standard VFC M4 mag or something like that. Now, filling the mags are quite simple. You pull that detent down, slide off the steel end plates. Quite nice. You have your fill valve right there. Just put your gas in, fill it up. And then you can just return this. Now this detent is nice and pronounced, it doesn't come out, and even less of a chance when it's under the tension of BBs in there as well. To load it, it's simple, just pull down on this, that moves out the way. As it goes down, you'll be able to just easily fill BBs in. No worries whatsoever. Marking wise, you do have 9x19 on the magazine there, and on the other side there is the Ishmash logo, I believe that is, right there on one side. So really good. Now these hold 45 BBs, but I would only load it to 40 because too much wear and tear on that spring is never a good thing. Your dry fire bit is here, your knocker valve is there. We've already shown you the fill valve, and when it comes to efficiency, I was able to get around 2.5 full mags of BBs out of one charge of gas with these on average, which is not bad. Okay. So now that we've done the internals, let's put them all back together, and while I do that, you guys get to see it shooting.
Game on. Game on. Game on.
Stop. Oh. I'm doing that?
Yep.
Yeah, he's aiming left now. If you want to top there, keep top up, I'll keep on shooting left. Go. Oh, he's moved his boot. Yeah, boy.
Oh! We're done. We're not walking.
Oh, I've got it. Let's go.
Nice shot. We're walking. Saw someone else down there, weren't there? Go.
Double kill. Ah! Oh. Well played. As well. Have we got company?
Yeah, so I'm moving him down at the bottom. I'm just trying to dick with him at this point.
Window by one barrel.
Yep. Trying to keep it suppressed down there. Yep.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've got two.
Marshall, coming through.
You got him.
Hello. It's corridor.
Left side.
See two of them down there at the bottom, one on the left, one on the right.
Can you get past that next one? Yeah. Oh, I hit the tin.
I think you're hitting him, but I just don't know.
That's twice Will shot me in the face with a fucking shotgun.
35. It's gone into the bottom, the second to last door. To the right of the...
Pop it. One on sniper is just push through.
One on Sniper Alley, by the way.
On that.
minutes. 10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes.
Okay, so as always, if you've gotten this far in the video and you like what you see but you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button and that notification bell so you don't miss another video, and you really do help this channel out a huge amount and help me pay for food for my family. Okay, so what do I think about the PPK20 from Well Pro? Well, in simple terms, this is an absolute beast of a little SMG, AK SMG, let's put it for what it is. This thing kicks hard, this thing shoots pretty darn accurate for CQB and is very, very snappy. This thing has a great rate of fire of around the 650 to just under 700 out the box. And to be honest with you, I really do enjoy every moment I've spent with this thing. You do get a nice hard case, which doesn't only have to be used with this, but it can be used with any of your other GBBRs for transportation. That's really good, great value. And this whole thing is coming in at a respectable $449.99 average to $469.99 depending on where you go, which is not bad. If you do get it on sale like I did, I got mine from Patrol Base, which basically allowed me to shoot this thing at a more affordable price at $399.99 during their summer sale. So definitely pick one up if you're after one. It's really worth it. Now, when it comes to upgrades and things like that, to be honest with you, I'm already happy out of the box. The performance that this thing has is just absolutely stunning. I don't ask any more from this. If anything, I think the only main issues that I've suffered are the little O-rings at the bottom of the magazine in the valve that keeps it quieter and stops gas spewing everywhere. They do get lost very easily, so I'd highly advise you buy a pack of O-rings for that exact reason. Otherwise, you're going to waste a lot of gas trying to fill this thing. So, highly advise you do that. Apart from that, this thing is fine. You don't need to change the barrel, it's already a Type bore. You don't need to change the bucking, it's already suitable. Everything from 0.2s to 0.3s, which is perfect CQB. You're going to basically lift them and it really works. Your hop adjustment is really easy. It's there on the side for you. So you're not having to disassemble or do any weird tricks or out like that or find a wheel inside the actual receiver to adjust. It's just really easy. And I like that. It's simple, it's quick, and it's out there. And the looks, to be honest with you, I like the modernized Vitiaz looks, the Call of Duty effect that they've done to it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly fine. So, yeah, I'm really happy with this. I hope you guys are and you've enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below. As always, I've been Andy the Middle-Aged Gamer. You guys have been amazing, and I'll catch you in the next video.